Hello dear ones, I'm alive in YouTube and Facebook, and today I'm gonna talk about A Course in Miracles and A Year of Forgiveness books. Let me show my screen to you. If you are not done with your New Year's resolution, you know that every year people used to say, oh, this year I want to lose weight, I wanted to learn some skills, things like that. So this is a great thing to add to your list. A Course in Miracles and A Year of Forgiveness book, they are complementary books. I will give more details about each one of them. Before I start, for you that's not subscribed to my YouTube channel or is not following my YouTube page, I ask you that you do so. Also, thank you very much for your generous contribution to the channel. This working on those translation and make those videos has been my only job for a year. I given up my job just to attend to a call from God. So, A Course in Miracles. This book is a channeled book by Jesus. It was written in 1977. It was channeled through Helen Chupman and William Tedford, professors of medical philosophy at the teachers of Columbia University College of Physicians. I don't know why so much of that. Let's just say they were professors in the University of New York. And their story is kind of interesting. Their department, there was a loss of disagreement. People were not really understanding each other. It was always one trying to push one another around. So one day they just talking, they were not even best friends, they were some that wasn't also getting along, but they just decided to have a try. So look, must have another way to do things, because this is very stressful, it's not working, it's not bringing benefits for anybody. Must have another way. So let's just, each one of us, we'll go home after we do everything, before we rest, we just sit quiet someplace, and whatever comes to our mind, we write, and then we bring it here. So both of them did that, and in the next page I will show what came up for Helen. But I just wanted to tell you that this book has transformed the life of millions of people throughout the globe. The book is available in 27 languages so far, but there is a group always recruiting more people to translate to more language. This book was designed for this time that we are right now. That here is the time that we really work in our mind, work in our thought, find out who we really are, what's really make us happy, what's really on the way, what's contributing for our suffering, and realize that we are the one in control, because everything that happened to us depends on our thoughts and emotions. So when Helen rested, was quiet, and then she started writing, and that's what came out for her. This is A Course in Miracles. It is a required course. Only the time you take is voluntary. Free will does not mean that you can establish the curriculum. It means only that you can elect what you want to take at a given time. The course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love, for that is beyond what can be touched. It does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, which is your natural inheritance. The opposite of love is fear. The opposite of love is not hate, it's fear. But what is all encompassing can have no opposite. This course can therefore be summed up very simply in this way. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. So when she came to him next day and she showed him that text, and then she said, okay, you are up to something. Just keep doing what you are doing. So I forgot, I read the book a while ago, I forgot how long it took for them to complete the whole material. It's a very large book. But that was the process. She would channel Jesus, write down, and then they review together. When everything was ready, they compiled the book, and there was some additions until this point. So the book is composed of 3 parts. First is the text, is the knowledge that the book wants to convey. Let me just tell you that this book, the knowledge, comes from Jesus. And Jesus has infinite knowledge. We know he was born as a human in a 3rd-dimensional body, but after his enlightenment, even though he was born awakened, he was way smarter and he could learn things quicker than everybody else, and he already just knew a lot of things. After he became enlightened, after the baptism, he became enlightened, his mind, his consciousness completely merged with Source, merged with God. That's when he truly became Christ. Christ means face to face with God, means divine consciousness. So Jesus does has infinite knowledge. He knows everything that ever happened. He knows everything that's happening right now, and he knows everything that will happen in the future. With some variances, because the future will create the future. So there is many possible futures that will depend on the free will of the collective. So the first part is the text. There is infinite knowledge on that, just for you to have a little glimpse of what you can find in that book. I just picked some of the subjects that explained on the book. One is Principles of Miracles, the escape from darkness. Truly, we have been in darkness for so long. We have been enslaved of a system that tell us that you need to work hard, study hard, just to pay bills and sleep, and consume things that does not make us happy. So we truly have been living in darkness from thousands of years. And the book explains you how to escape from. Healing as release from fear. As I explained in some of my videos, fear, there is only, I show the map of consciousness where you have the lowest that the human mind can go is shame, and then you go up to guilt, and then grief, fear, there's 100, acceptance, reason for 100, love 500, joy for 540, peace is 600. But all thoughts that we have are based in only two principles. Or you choose fear or you choose love. When you choose fear, you produce an emotion that's under the 200 level vibrational frequency. That's courage. You are under the 200, and that's when you get sick and all of things. So when you release the fear, the only thing that will last is love. And love is, when you choose love, with that comes acceptance and many other good things. So, and then that's how you heal your mind. First you heal your mind. I made another video that I explain all the light bodies that we have that are connected to the physical body. Cause and effect, miracles is through perception. Here is the thing. Our thoughts is what determine the reality that we experience. But not only our thoughts, our perception. Because two people can have the same thought, but depending on and perceive that same thought in a different way and produce different emotion. And our perception depends on our experience and beliefs. And then you have perception versus knowledge. So that's just for you to have an idea. It's really worth. And another thing that's amazing, Jesus promised that everybody that is holding that book, and every time that you are reading that book, his consciousness is with you. So if you are with this book, you're never alone. Anyway, you are never alone. But you'll be sure that he is with you. The second part of the book is the workbook for the students. That's amazing. They are 365 lessons to be practiced one a day. Just one a day, no more than one. Because our program, the society, the government, the schools and religions, they invested a lot of time and money to program our mind. So there was since we was born. And we need to do the unprogramming. You need to remove those programming little by little. Because every time that you get rid of false belief, and then you're going to have some time to adjust until you get rid of the next one. If you get rid of everything at the same time, what's going to happen? You're going to lose sight of yourself. You're no longer going to know who I am, where I go, what I do. So that's not a good thing. That's why it's 365 lessons that was designed to do take at least 1 year to complete. And there is, of course, if you are not able to do a lesson one day and then you continue the other day, I explain more about in my lessons. This year I did in Portuguese using the comments from Jesus from the book A Year of Forgiveness. And for you that is an English speaker and reader, you can use the lessons that Tina Louise Spalding she did in 2019. She started January 1st, and she didn't fail even a day. She would read each lesson, and after she read the lesson, Jesus would come and comment about the lesson. And all those comments is so full of wisdom, and it makes so easy to understand and relate with our daily life. And then, of course, after that, she composed a book with those commentaries, and that's the Year of Forgiveness. So And the third part is the manual for teachers. So all that information really help a lot. It's bringing happiness, abundance, and peace for so millions of minds throughout the world, that many people has dedicated their life to spread the knowledge of this book. I just started a year ago. I started study 4 years ago, and last year I started doing the lessons in Portuguese and translating the comments from Jesus and adding to my videos. And this year I have been guided to do that in Spanish. So I'm one of the many that's really working hard to rise the vibration of the collective by getting away from fear and reconnect each mind with love, peace, and happiness. That is our true nature. Every time that you choose fear, you suffer. So this is a year of forgiveness. That's a beautiful, beautiful book. When I got my copy, my son was 4 years old, and he would love to hold that book. He would open the book, and then inside you have a little picture for each lesson, and the edges are gold, and this book is the most beautiful book I ever seen. And my son, when he was handling the book, and then he would just call the beautiful book. That's how he called his book. And as I explained, this book is a companion book for the Course in Miracles book, to follow each commentary, follow each lessons, the 365 lessons. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I really hope that I inspired you at least to take a peek. If you don't want to get the book right away, I put in the description of this video the link for the lesson. There is online. The text of the lessons is available online for free. So I put the link for the text of the lessons, and also I put the link for the video of Tina doing the lessons. I did the first one, of course, you can find the others. So thank you again. Share this information with at least one person. You never know when will make the difference. Try. You have nothing to lose. And I would tell you, try for 2 weeks. See if that works for you. I guarantee you, in 2 weeks, if you observe, if you really start doing the lessons as told in the morning after you read, you only need to practice 1 minute in the morning and 1 minute at night. It's 2 minutes a day. The day have 24 hours. Does it worth to spend 2 minutes of your day with something that will bring you peace? Try for 2 weeks. Try for 2 weeks. If you think, okay, I'm not ready for that, it's okay. So much love and light to you. Please hit the like button if you haven't done so. Subscribe to my channel. Let's help me spread that work of light for as many people as possible. Much love and light to you.